Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, 10:40, almost 10:45 a.m. Turning the camera on a little later than normal today. Everything's been normal. Took the wife to work and all that. I immediately got a Grubhub for an alcohol delivery at 8 a.m. To each their own. Maybe it's a third shifter. You know, they live a different lifestyle than a lot of us. But it was for a Shell gas station. And it was interesting because apparently, for one, the Shell gas station is in like the worst part of town you could be. Apparently, they've raised the prices very recently, like on everything in the store, I'm guessing. Because when I got there to pick it up, she was on the phone with Grubhub with concerns about the pricing, saying that the price on Grubhub isn't the same as the price that they actually charge, because they've raised the prices and they weren't updated on Grubhub, is what I took from it. So she was on the phone with them for like 15 minutes. And while she's on the phone, a couple customers came in to get like Swisher Sweets and and a few other things or whatever. And every single customer that was buying stuff, the price went up. So they tried to, they're probably regular, so they're handing them $2-3 or whatever. And she was like, "Oh no, it's this much." And like, "How much?" "Oh, it went up." "Oh, okay." And 2 or 3 times that every customer, everything they were trying to buy was more expensive than apparently it was last week. So this gas station must have just recently raised their prices. So I sat there for 15 minutes, finally got it all squared away and got the order delivered. It was like $11.78 for 3 miles, so I didn't want to leave. And I wasn't even on schedule with DoorDash yet, so if I dropped it, I probably wouldn't even get anything. So might as well just stick with it and suck it up and wait. So it worked out in the end. And then I, after that, I went and got my oil changed. And it took a little longer than I thought because the oil change place I go to was a little busier than normal. So that took like an hour. And then I just did a nothing but cakes order. Not necessarily good. $8.09 for 6.7 miles, I think. And yeah, so here we are. It's almost 11 o'clock. Lunch rush. About to be underway. I'm at like $19, maybe $20, $19 and change. And we'll see what happens. Slow Monday. When I was at the oil change shop, which is right close to a bunch of restaurants, didn't get anything. So hopefully lunch it picks up. We'll see. Hello again. I left you guys hanging for a little bit. I had a couple of really nice offers that I did. I had a double order, a Jason's Deli and a Panera Bread. Yeah, Panera Bread. It was $16.50 for 4.8 miles, something like that, double order. So the first one was Panera. Picked that up. It was just a couple of grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soups, 2 of them, with a smoothie. And then I got the Jason's Deli, which is like across the street. And that order was a catering order. So that was the big paying one. It was probably 20 box lunches. Maybe more, somewhere in that ballpark. And it was going right next door to this Union Hall. Literally next door. Pull out of the parking lot, turned a quick right. It was right there. Probably could have walked it over. That's how close it was. That was a $20 tip. And then the Panera one was like a $4 tip or $5 tip. It was further away. It was the bad one. I mean, it wasn't terrible. They tipped a little bit. It would probably, if it was just by itself, it would have been like probably $6 for 4 miles, I'm guessing. So not dreadful, but not good. So it ended up being a hidden tip because it was $16.50 up front. It ended up being $27.50 in total. I think it was $27.50. So that was great. And then soon after that, hold on, I'm getting an Uber. Be right back. Uber order sucked. So right after that, right after I dropped that off, I got another one. This was Uber Eats, $22 for 5-something miles. So I jumped on that one. It was a Popeyes with a Mexico Classico Mexican restaurant order. It was a big Mexican restaurant order. Cinco de Mayo, so that explains it. I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I picked up the Popeyes. I go to the Mexican restaurant. It was busier than hell. Like it was a weekend. I was like, I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I was like, holy shit, why is this place so damn busy? Then I walked in there, I'm like, oh, Cinco de Mayo. Duh. So that was a doozy. That was like 13 items. There was like 12 food items and then a Diet Pepsi. So I dropped that off, and then I think I screwed up. I delivered to that Popeyes. Now I had to wait like 10 minutes for that Mexican food order for him to get it all together. So I felt bad for the guy that ordered the Popeyes, so I was kind of trying to hurry to get it delivered to him. He was in a hotel. Now I don't remember. It was, I thought it was Holiday Inn, but I think it might have been the Hampton Inn, because I delivered it and it got reported as customer didn't receive it. Now I don't think there was any funny business on his end, to be honest. I think there's a Hampton Inn right behind the Holiday Inn. I think it was supposed to go to the Hampton Inn, room 308, but I accidentally delivered it to the Holiday Inn because I was in a hurry and I wasn't paying close attention to my map. So I think I screwed up. Happens to the best of us. Shout out to you, customer. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hopefully somebody else got your order to you quickly. And for you who are staying at the Holiday Inn in room 308, enjoy your free Popeyes. So I kind of felt bad about that. Uber started blowing up my phone. I was like, fuck, I think I dropped it. I think I gave it to the wrong hotel. I just ignored the calls. I never answer the calls whenever these apps try to call me, or I get a DoorDash number or an Uber number that calls me. Like, no reason to. Especially if I don't have any orders in my car. I'm not answering the phone. If I screwed up, I screwed up. What's done is done. I'm already on the next order. But, so yeah, that was $22. Turns out the Popeyes tip was only like a $3 tip because I already got $19 of it from the original Mexican food order. So we'll say, I'm assuming I'm not going to get the tip. He's going to pull it, which is fine, and I'll only be getting $19 instead. So yeah, sorry for being so long-winded, but a lot of things happened. I just did a Panda Express order right after those, $9.50 for 5 miles. Nice little order. A nice elderly couple. They were waiting in their car outside of their garage. I think they were leaving, and they had a beautiful dog in the back. I got to pet a doggo. People always like get weird whenever, not weird. It's just they're worried whenever their dog like jumps on me or starts barking or whatever. Whenever I make a delivery. I don't mind that shit at all. I love dogs, so as long as I'm not getting attacked, I got all the time in the world to pet a couple dogs. So any chance that I get when I'm on the road, I'm playing with some doggies. But we're back on State Street now, as you can tell. 1:17 in the PM. I'm going to try to get one more order before I have to pick up my daughter. And then it'll be a little bit of a break maybe, and right back out here. I'm sitting here, not exactly my spot's back behind me, but there was somebody parked there. Didn't want to park next to them because that's weird. But nope, hold on, getting a offer. Anyway, I'm gonna do an energy drink review. I've never had any of these Ghost energy drinks before. 0 sugar. So that tells me I'm already not going to like it. Orange cream flavor. Now Circle K, we were selling these, one of these Polar Pops. Buy a Polar Pop. You get one of these for $1. So we'll test it out here. One sip, everybody knows the rules. Dog hanging out the window. This is actually pretty good. Better than I expected. Especially for $1. I'll get another offer. 1 second. Anyway, as I was saying, one sip, everybody knows the rules. I missed. What a slob. Yeah, pretty good. 0 sugar. I never like 0 sugar drinks. I don't like the sweetener that whatever they put in there, it makes it sweet. There's a funk to it that I don't like a diet soda taste. I just don't like that taste. But it's actually, for a 0 sugar, pretty good. Orange cream. as I said before, cream, like dreamsicle flavor, basically. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10. That's a review. Back at it. It is afternoon, as you can tell. It is bright and sunny, as you can tell. First order of the evening. It is 5:44 p.m. It is Outback. $9.50 for 5.8 miles. We're almost to the customer. Made, I think, about $75 at lunch. Turned down a few between like 115 and 145 that I probably could have taken, but they were going past my daughter's school. Of course, I'm getting Grubhub now. One moment. It was going past my daughter's school, so I'd have to go past it and then come back to pick her up. Just didn't feel like doing that. It was like $10 for 7 miles, $9 for 6 miles, that kind of stuff. So ended at 75, went home, hung out for a little bit. I was gonna come right back out after I picked her up from school, but chose not to. It's a beautiful evening, 61 degrees. It's the warmest it's been all day now that the sun's out. So hopefully we have a prosperous evening. I'm gonna turn the camera off now. I'm getting close, so I need to look in the directions. See you soon. What's happening? After that delivery, I called it a night. Wife and kid wanted dinner, so I decided I stopped at the grocery store that was nearby the delivery. Picked up some pork chops and some smoked sausage. Threw them on the grill and called it a night. Had a nice little night cooking out, hanging out with the family. This morning, Peyton had another follow-up for her finger. For those of you who don't know, my daughter broke her pinky finger back in, I want to say it was early February, at basketball practice. And it's fine now. And she's going through the final stages of recovery. She's doing physical therapy. She's been doing that for almost a month now. And doctor said today that he's fine with her using it as normal, although it's like 95% healed. It's really just the straightening out of the pinky to get it back to normal, then she'll be good to go. That's what physical therapy is for. So it's getting straighter. She's getting more use out of it. She's able to flex it better. But so yeah, doctor's appointment was good. It's now 10:39 in the morning. I'm doing my first order of the day. It is a Grubhub for Popeyes. I didn't look at the exact. It's 7 something for like 3 point something miles. I didn't look at the exact mileage and pay. I just saw that it was good enough. It was taking me towards my spot, so it was worth taking. I was at the house doing dishes, getting the kitchen cleaned up, and it worked out well. So Popeyes on the way, and it's a beautiful day. It's 64 right now. It's supposed to be 75 today. Weather's supposed to be gorgeous for the foreseeable future. The 10-day forecast is like every day's from the mid 70s to the low 80s. There's one 66 degree day mixed in, but it looks like it's going to be sunny on that day. So yeah, spring is officially here, and hopefully it seems like it's here to stay. So yeah, get this day started. See you soon.